What is up, BlendBlox? Today we're going to be learning how to build my logo. Let's get started. So what's up, BlendBlox? Today we're going to be building this in Blender, and my voice will sound a little different for some reason I'm still figuring out. So let's start. What is up? Today we're going to be doing Blender. This is the tutorial on how to do my logo. And this is the original logo. And yes, how I did that is because this is my first time building the logo. So let's get started. So right now we're going to need to build this base. So according to this picture I have here, it looks like we're gonna have a square base, but we'll also take a look at this different picture. And it seems like we're gonna have a square base. And for simplicity, we're not gonna add a stand. So now we're gonna add our add our cube, and let's place it down here. We're gonna make it a little lower. So yeah, and my camera is tilted sideways, just know. And this is its locations. You can pause if you want to copy it, but I wouldn't if I were you. And so now we're gonna have it. Let's enter edit mode. As you can see on the picture, right here, it is tilting up, tilting inward. So let's go. So we're gonna do like this. Maybe a little bit more. Actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna place this downwards. Because in the picture there's also like an ES. And then I'll slide upwards. And then ES. Now. Yep. Now yes, this picture does look like this thing, like the cup which it blends in, it is like circly, so we're gonna have to build this circle too. So yeah, but first we should finish building the base. So like, we've got that there. Hey, this one also has legs. Maybe I should add legs. Okay, we are gonna add legs. Let's get our knife tool, and we're gonna make sort of nice, slightly round legs. Let's click enter. Let's not equip our knife tool, and now let's bring it down. GZ. Huh. I wonder why the whole thing is moving. Oh, yeah, now I have an idea. So we're gonna take this one guy. We're gonna have to build a circle to be bigger than this, because that way then the legs will come out without moving the whole thing. So let's get building. Alright, so we've finished building this. Let's click enter. And so like we finished building this now. Let's get this ready. So let's unequip our move tool, and let's move all of these. Make sure to equip only the circles. Now we're gonna G and Z. We are gonna make these quite tiny because, well, we are just gonna make them quite tiny because, like, as you can see in the picture, they are quite tiny. But they add extra details. Oh yeah, and you see how in the picture there's like a black outline because of the rubber? It's even in the other picture too, see? So we're gonna build that right now. Whip out your knife tool again and start cutting, I guess. Now I am adding a little design, as you can see. enter to set these vertices. And now we're gonna do X-ray, select everything down there. Do not click A. And now we're gonna turn off X-ray. And now we're gonna go to the material tab. Then quickly, as you can see, we're gonna go into the materials tab. Materials. Create a new. This is gonna be base materials. This is base material. Don't mind the fact that I'm spelling this quick. I'll fix the spelling later. And this is gonna be rubber. Enter. You're gonna set the roughness to a really low amount. A really high amount. There you go. And we're gonna set this to near black to give it the rubber feel. And then we're gonna have, that's pretty much all we're gonna do, honestly. And now, oh yeah, we also need to click assign. Now, now if we enter edit mode, enter this mode, we've got our base black. And it's slightly shiny too, like the real rubber. And now it's time to build the rest of the body. So like, let's go back into edit mode. Let's get a knife and let us build these switches. Now on the other blender, it's buttons, but so we're gonna add buttons instead of switches, because that's what I think it's like. Okay, and let's add the square for it, like this. And now I'm gonna go like this. Enter. And now we're gonna wait, why are all these? And now we're gonna go like this. We'll slightly put it in, Control Z, E, and then we're gonna put it slightly inwards. Not too much, or else it'll make it look like, or else it's not gonna look that great. You want it slightly to give it that feel. Now that we have that, we're gonna add some buttons. So for ours, this is gonna be just two buttons. One's green and one is gonna be red. One to start and one to stop. And these buttons are gonna be low quality because, well, why not? Like, enter, move, E, move, okay, and why is there, I'm gonna delete that face, make these buttons tiny, and now we're gonna delete these faces. And now there's not some weird thing here. And so now we have that. We are gonna do X-ray again. We're gonna position it like this and select all those vertices. Actually no, we're gonna select one vertice, one button, Control Z. And so I'm quickly trying to. There you go. We're gonna select this. We're gonna turn off X-ray. Doesn't look that good. And now we're gonna add another material by clicking this plus button. And we're gonna name this, let's see, green. Enter. Let's make it rather shiny because it's plastic. And of course, this reason's called green. And now assign. We've got a green button. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. We are going to make these look better in a bit, but first we need to get the colors, so add, no wait, not add, X-ray, do this, and now you're gonna un-X-ray, and we're gonna add another color. It's gonna be called red. Red, make it look like plastic, and now it's red. assigned. And now we're gonna make both of these look much better. So how we're gonna do that is we're gonna be taking these, only the top one, do not do the bottom one or else you'll screw it up. So that's why we'll be taking these. Yep. And now that we have both those faces, we're gonna be S-E, S, what? No, S. Control. Oh, there we go. We were doing that. Okay, and now we're gonna make it go a little more forward. Control Z, 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 Z. I think we should have done one button that time, so let's keep undoing. E, S, and a little forward. There. Now our buttons look pretty nice. Got some pretty nice looking buttons, I would say so. And so yeah, we got this now. So we're almost done with the base. We just need to build that circle thingy. So let's get our knife tool out. Now this circle is going to be looking a little bit better. So let's get our circle building skills out. Although this will be looking a little bit of a mix of a circle and a square, just know that. I'm going to enter E, S, smaller. Actually, S, bigger. And now, of course, G, Z. We're gonna add in that. We're gonna add in just this as extra detail, so you can show off a yes. And now we're gonna build the hub, as you can see, as a completely separate thing. Separate. That's right. You're gonna leave. Now we're gonna enter object mode. This is looking real nice. Hold up. Let's see what happens if we activate. Okay, do not keep shade smooth on. It sucks. Go poly is better. We're gonna add, and then we're gonna add a circle. Look how many vertices this thing does. We're gonna also get a new face, S. And now we're gonna place it on here. Like this. Oh yeah, we forgot to set the default color for this. Let's quickly do that. Base material, let's spell material right. Material. There you go. And we're gonna make this look a little rubber. We're gonna make this look like metal. Freshly clean metal. There, this gives it, right? Maybe I need to make the metal a little bit wider. Yeah, this should do it. Now time for that the actual blender. Why is my circle? Huh? Okay, delete. What did I just do? Instead of circle, let's actually add a cylinder. And the S, so that it fits onto here. And upwards. Let's get it right there. Right there. Now we're gonna place it like this. Now we're gonna scale it a little bit so that it looks better. Maybe it should be bigger. And I think I should, yes. There we go. Now it's gonna look a little more like a blender. So yes, we have our blender here. It fits perfectly, I guess. A little bit small. Yeah, here we go. Again, a little bit smaller. We've got that. Yeah, we got it. Now we're gonna have this gonna be. We're gonna have a transparent. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So let's enter edit mode to quickly fix some things. First off, select all these vertices. Delete faces. Now we're gonna delete this face. We can enter it back into object mode. We're gonna use some modifiers. We're gonna generate solidify. So we're gonna make it solidify inwards. Make it a little bigger. Yeah, that should be good. And now we're gonna go to here, material, base, material. And now we're gonna make this blue, it's like blue. We're gonna set that, we're gonna make it less transparent. We're gonna make it shiny. And we're gonna make it a little more metallic. Oh yes, this is my recipe to making water, but this should do it. I think this is gonna be a lot more or less. Yeah, it should be good. And if it renders wrong, I'll tell you guys before the video ends. So, let me quickly, let's put a cap on. Yeah, first let's build this handle. Like, the handle's gonna be pretty important. Edit mode. We're gonna bring out our old friend, Mr. Knife. I said Mr. Knife. And now we're gonna build a handle, sort of. Oh, come on, knife. You know, I'm just gonna restart this. This. There we go. So we've got this now. Let's make a handle, I guess. So like, I've never made a handle before, so this is gonna be hard. Okay, shift. I guess we're gonna scale. Yeah, I'm just use transform to be easier. E here like this. E. This E, that, this time, E, so yes, it is a little off from what I originally built, from the original circle, but if it's a handle, it's a handle, and I'm not good at making handles, so yeah. I'm gonna actually make this longer. Then that way the handle can be longer too. And the sleeve looking pretty short. Yeah, this looks better. Now we're gonna add the BlendBlox sign, as you can see on the handle here. I painted it on. So we're gonna add a plane. Now in our transform, it is going to be we're gonna rotate it by 90. Rotate it by 90 degrees. We're gonna have it smaller. We're gonna tilt. Oh wait. First let's see how small it needs to be. Smaller. There you go. Now we're gonna tilt it slightly, just like BlendBlox. And now we're gonna place it like this. Now of course, since BlendBlox has that one, let's build that. E S. And now, delete faces. Why is the face still there? Didn't I say delete faces? Object mode. Wait, can I delete that face? I see how it is now. I actually have to delete this face, because this is the one that has the face. Delete faces. And I have no idea how that just worked, but it worked. And if it works, it works. Now we're gonna place it back into here. Now we're gonna have to build a cap. Cap's gonna be much easier because we'll add. You're gonna use this UV sphere. It looks much better. First off, before we do anything, edit mode, X-ray mode. Shit. Well, either way, X-ray. Select every single vertex from this one on, and delete vertices this time. Now we're gonna squish it. Object mode is gonna be much easier here. Squishy, squishy, squish. Now it looks a lot like a cap, except for that little top part on top. We'll build that soon. Sooner or later, I guess. We're gonna add on this cap. Yep, there we go. Cap added. We're gonna make it a little more smaller. There we go. This should be good. Oh, we'll also have to do that. Here, this should be good. And it's perfect. Almost. And so here we go. There we go. You've got our cap. You've got our Roblox. Now we're gonna delete this reference, and everything will be looking pretty fine, honestly. So we're gonna paint this now. New material. We're just gonna call it rubber. No wait, black. And it's gonna be black. Make it a little shiny, I guess. Now time for our lighting. Our light here, I don't really like it. Delete it. We got light. We're gonna do a sun. And now we're gonna make it go like, yeah. You know what, maybe we'll use point. Daylight point. Of course, this is way too unbright, so color power, increasing power. Yeah, we're gonna keep it up here now. There you go, we've got this now. Let's enter to our camera. This be looking pretty nice. Now we're gonna build a background. What background should we use? I'm gonna say we should use well, we're gonna need to add a plane anyway, so plane Monday S, so if it's a whole camera. Let's see here. There we go. And so now that we've got that, we'll also need a floor. Control V 0 Control Z. This one. And now that we've got that, it's looking pretty nice. Although, so I have this polygon add-on. You can find your own. On the polygon add-on, I'm basically gonna find a wood piece. So, I'm gonna find one right now. Great. This should be good. Yeah, it's pretty good. And we'll add this for the wall. This is looking really good. Yeah. I think this is good. Although maybe I think I'm gonna take the blender, scale it up a little bit. There we go. We've got this. Yep. And now that we've got that, I think it's ready to render. So I'm gonna render it right now. Rendering. You won't be able to see the render though. Okay, it's rendered.